You may not have even heard of xylitol, but with this common sugar substitute sweetener becoming more and more common, xylitol poisoning is a very real risk. This common pet poison can even be deadly, and only a tiny amount needs to be eaten. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex from ourpetshealth.com, helping you and your pet to live a healthier, happier life. So, if we're just meeting for the first time, consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification to make sure you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. So xylitol is a common sweetener that is used in sugar-free foods. Unfortunately, while safe for us, xylitol is incredibly toxic to dogs, much more so even than cats. Now, xylitol poisons our dogs by triggering a large release of insulin, resulting in a very rapid drop in their blood sugar level, often within 30 to 90 minutes of eating it. Now, although it can take up to 18 hours depending on what it was exactly that was eaten. Its effects then last for around 24 hours or even longer. A very low blood sugar level can lead to seizures, coma and death. Now that's not all though, because xylitol poisoning in dogs can also cause irreversible liver damage if an even larger amount is eaten and our patient lives for long enough for this liver damage to take place. So initial signs of toxicity all relate to that low blood glucose level and include weakness, lethargy, incoordination, vomiting, an increased breathing rate, and then this quickly progresses to seizures, to collapse, coma and death. Now, if liver failure occurs later on, then jaundice or yellowing of the gums, vomiting, diarrhea, and inappetence are just some of the things that may be seen. But by this stage, your dog will definitely already be undergoing treatment, or they won't be alive, unfortunately. And by this stage, we have a very, very sick dog. But where will you find xylitol? Well, as manufacturers attempt to cut down the amount of sugar in their foods, xylitol is actually becoming more and more common. It's found in a huge range of products. For a long time, sugar-free gum would have been the main concern, but now xylitol can be found in anything from sugar-free baking to sugar-free ice creams and yogurts, sugar-free sweets, gum, chocolate, some peanut butters, even some honeys, artificial sweeteners, various sugar-free condiments, as well as protein bars and powders. And that's really a lot of food that has the potential to be incredibly dangerous. So to make matters worse, xylitol is also found in some skincare creams and cosmetics. It's found in toothpastes and mouthwash, in human medication and supplements, and it may even be present in some activewear clothing. To make matters doubly worse, depending on where you live, xylitol, it might not even be on the ingredient list. It may instead say sugar alcohol, of which xylitol is just one possibility, the other ones not being so much of a concern. Anything labelled sugar-free, natural sweeteners or no added sugars should really have the ingredients double checked. To then make matters triply worse, the amount of xylitol in a product, it doesn't even have to be stated, which can then make it impossible to know for certain whether or not a dog has eaten a dangerous amount or not. So given how dangerous this pet poison xylitol can be, it would then have to be assumed that a toxic dose had been consumed, and so treatment should be started. Really, it's better unnecessary treatment than risking death. And this then brings us on to how much actually needs to be eaten. Well, the answer is not a lot. And in fact, probably not a lot is more than enough. The real answer is a scarily tiny amount. So let's say your dog is 10 kilograms or 22 pounds. They would only need to eat 1 gram of xylitol to suffer low blood sugar and 5 grams to then go on to suffer from liver failure. So to put this into perspective, a single piece of sugar-free gum can contain between 1 and 1.5 grams of xylitol. 1.5 tablespoons of xylitol containing peanut butter also contains about this amount. So a larger dog, a 60 pound or 27 kilo retriever, would only need to eat a tiny 3 grams. And that's not much, again, when you might have a 500 gram bag in the cupboard or use 2 cups to make a cake. And so our 1.5 grams in our piece of gum might be enough to poison a 20 kilo dog, and 22 grams of xylitol containing peanut butter may be more than enough to poison a 10 pound or 4.5 kilo dog. The risk is very real, so if there's any chance that your dog has eaten something containing xylitol, take them straight to your vet. Because it works so quickly, any delay could be deadly. So if you want to learn about the other common pet poisons you really need to be aware of, then check out my videos linked below, which are all about the top poisonous foods for dogs and cats, as well as the poisons that you might have in the house and garden. A little bit of pre-planning can go a long way to preventing a poisoning situation. As always, if you have any questions, then please leave them below and I'll try my best to answer you. I'd love to read them. Also remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. And until next time, I'm Dr. Alex from Our Pets Health, because they're family.